Welcome to Muddy River News this week. I'm Bob Goff. Brianna Rivera is my guest. She's the executive director of the district. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Summer's always busy in the district. This one's no
is.
exception.
Yeah.
How are you spending a lot of time holding the hands of the people on 6th Street who they want the construction, they want the project, it's great, but now it's like, it's still kind of a mess and tough to get around?
Yeah, it's, luckily for me, all of the retailers and shops on 6th Street have done a good job of putting out their open signs and, really advertising themselves on social media. It's a tough one. When Hampshire, 6th and Hampshire, I think it was closed for a while, even I was like, oh my gosh, I kept forgetting. But yeah, they're seeming to be doing well, but what's done looks beautiful. So
Yeah,
I'm really happy.
And I know, Maker's Market's coming up here pretty soon as well. But again, I've been to Lunch at 8 Open, had some drinks at Quincy Brewing, and people are still finding it. It's not like they're empty.
Oh yeah, and I think it's a big deal when you have a great social media presence and you're always out there. You're posting about the construction. Yeah. I've seen a lot of those retailers or restaurants or bars post about, hey, this is going to be great for us, but just a reminder, you can come through our back door, and here's how you get here. Here's how you can park. Yeah. Quincy Brewing Company did a good job with their video that they had posted a couple months ago with the parking. So it always helps when, they're excited about it, and I think people know, then they're like, oh yeah, we need to go to these places.
And when it's all done, it's going to be great.
Oh yeah, even better.
But one thing that the construction won't affect at all will be Blues in the District, which is coming up.
Yes, maybe a little bit of parking it'll affect, but yeah, no. Blues in the District it's very exciting. It's our 27th year this year. So we're nearing in on the 30th year of Blues in the District, but we're excited. We have coming up on June 14th, we have Omar Coleman in West Side Soul. So we're excited to have them. 8 Open, just speaking of the devil, 8 Open and JKW Barbecue are going to be feeding the crowd, and TCBY will be there for the season. So at every concert we'll have TCBY there to offer some sweet treats. Blessing presents Blues, so big thank you to them for doing this again this year. And then they also host children's activities in the southwest quadrant of the park under their big tent. You can't miss them. So it's nice to have that there to encourage families to get down to Blues,
And, the one thing that's always, the weather, you always just kind of hope, okay, no rain and not 99 degrees with 99% humidity. Other than that, it's great, as long as we stay away from those two extremes.
Yeah, right now it's looking 85 degrees.
Great.
I'll take
perfect.
that. I'll take it. Even if it's a little warm, we'll get through it.
A little bit about some of the bands coming up.
Sure. So obviously Omar Coleman, he's coming up, and I think it's either Star Radio or Town Square Media that's putting out a great ad with some of their music. That's going to be coming out, so you can get a little taste of what they sound like. June 28th, so the second Blues, the fourth Friday, we're having Matt Roberts, who's local to Quincy, and it sounds like he's going to have a really great set list. So everybody, if you can't make the first one, definitely try to come up to the second one, because he's a local band. He's bringing up from what I hear, maybe some other local artists. I don't know. So we're going to see what happens there, and it's going to be great. So that's coming up this month, and the other bands as well. Off the top of my head, I know Levittown's coming out, and I believe that's an August show, so that's going to be exciting. And so anyway, but we do have Blues Magnets that have all of the bands listed. So if you wanted to check out their social media, reminder to get your Blues Magnet, because we have a ton at the district office.
We'll have a link below this that'll have them all laid out too. So, and again, I think the schedule. I mean, back in the day, they used to have more concerts. I know it's condensed to 6, but really that's a good number, because you hit June, July, August, the 3 main summer seasons, and the every other week, because there's so many other things that are going on throughout Quincy. Blues, while going to Blues is great, you don't want to miss out on other things too.
No, exactly. And 6 concerts is the district's max. It's a lot to put on, a lot to put together, but we're happy that we can provide it. And yeah, so much goes on during the summer, and it's nice to promote those other events that might be like Maker's Market, or some of the other concerts like the Gem City Concert Series that's in between the two Blues. So we're really excited for that, and I heard they had a great turnout for their first concert series. So we're letting them do their thing on the river, promoting their stuff, but for any blues enthusiasts, you got 6 free concerts to come to. to. So it's exciting.
I think that, like I said, and then the other things, all the other things that are going on this summer. You mentioned the Makers Market. They're not letting 6th Street's construction slow them down. They're going to go ahead and have it, and going to, I guess, move it in the parking lots, correct?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Kind of, if everybody knows where Poorhouse is situated, kind of those alleys. I think they're going to have some food trucks utilize First Mid Bank and Plaza, their plaza where we have the concerts. So, oh yeah, they're getting the job done. Yeah, it's nothing slowing them down. So, well,
I think that again, I know everybody's really excited for when the work is done on 6th Street, and you guys will as well. Something else that I know you're excited about downtown is your new home. You guys are going to be heading to the old former WGEM studios. Their radio studios and kind of their sidewalk studio there at the corner of 5th and Hampshire. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So in these talks, moving, I guess, under the same roof have predated me, and they've been really working together, especially with that economic development partnership. But they had found out that the building was looking for tenants, and it's a beautiful building, and I knew that they did not want to see that, sit vacant.
Sure.
And so it was a really exciting opportunity for all three of us. We put on so much programming together, and especially for the district, we have so many downtown businesses that need resources like Greta for the chamber, as well as the district, to be successful. So being able to live under the same roof, coordinate a lot closer is going to help me out a lot as a new director for downtown, and help a lot more even citywide collaboration for the district.
Well, I think also you'll be able, if you, with some meeting spaces and other things like that, that's the thing. I mean, all of your organizations have boards, and they all want to meet, and so I'm sure as you're putting together the blueprint and the layout, it's okay. How do we coordinate our meeting space? How do we do this? How do we have our joint sessions together? It's again, it's making that all together, and again, it's Greta and the chamber have obviously been under the same roof over at the Oakley Lindsay Center for many years, but now having the component of you guys there too and able to move in there, I think it's just going to make the collaboration efforts, which aren't, it's always tough to get moving parts together, but if you have partners who are all willing to work together, that's half the battle.
Yes, half the battle is there, and now that we're in a really good spot to grow all of the organizations together, it's like, okay, we have the right leadership in place to be able to collaborate and help everybody out. So, finding the spot that they did was a stroke of luck, and they're excited. We're all excited about it.
Well, and it's the building was redone like 2008 or something like that, something along those lines. So it's not terribly old. Maybe a coat of paint here, a couple other things there, but aside from that, it's really a great space. You probably couldn't have done anything better to find something, especially right in that proximity.
No, it's perfect. It has the perfect view for all of our organizations right on Washington Park, and it's a beautiful building. You're not going to miss us, that's for sure. So we're loving it.
So once you've got blues this summer, I know there's again just anything else you really want to highlight that's coming up this summer that you're excited about?
Yes, Christmas in July. I know this event sometimes gets missed by some people in the thresholds of blues, but Christmas in July is being held Thursday, July 25th, and we're getting some live music in the mix. So this is a huge fundraiser for Light the Park. So if anybody, and it's open to everybody, it's open to anybody, business owners, people that are just living in downtown, outside in Quincy, can come and support Light the Park if that's something that really holds true to their heart. So we're going to be having a live band, costume contest, raffles galore, Christmas cookies, all of the good stuff, and it's going to be held at Quincy Brewing Company.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to love it. A little bit, it'll be interesting with maybe having some construction outside, but Quincy Brewing Company seems to do good just on their own, so we're excited for it.
I think the summer's a great time to head downtown, and now that you've gotten used to just as you've gotten used to this office, you'll be heading to another office in the not too distant future.
Yeah.
What's the target date for you guys to move to 5th and Hampshire?
We haven't really set a specific move time frame, but we're closing at the end of the year. Right now, the district could move in at any time upon that, so probably at the beginning of the year. But more updates on that to come, for sure.
All right. Well, hey, we'll let you get back at it again. Enjoy, have fun at Blues, and good luck with anything else you got going on this summer.
Well, thank you very much. Happy to be here.
That's all the time we have for now. I'm Bob Goff. We'll see you next week.